Gonna see if I can manage to get through a few minutes of this workout. And
So again, you're just holding your elbows behind your head. You're using this technique to broaden the shoulder blades.
Like bridge.
Feeling a softness in the belly.
Let's take a few seconds here for my brain to
contraction on the
wake up.
posterior chain. Hamstrings, glute.
Nice to see you all.
Good, and then lower your hips down again. Reach your arms forward this time. Lift your head and shoulders off the ground. Reach your arms forward again. Lift your head and shoulders off the ground.
I did that already. So
good, and then inhale, reach your arms straight back. Rest your head down and lift your hips up back to a bridge pose.
How are you?
Good. Exhale, slowly lower the hips down. Reach your arms forward.
Now,
lift your head and shoulders up again. Inhale, reach it back and raise your hips. And then exhale, lower the hips, reach forward, lift your head. Do this a few times on your own. So some of you are a little slower, some of you are a little faster, but don't be caught up in the pace, more about your breath, inspiring the movement. You know, we're just trying to stimulate some very necessary muscles for stability. Wake up all of the stabilizing core muscles. Good. And we just got an hour together today, so I'm going to just do 2 more. So an hour is just enough time to scratch the surface of getting into what we want to get into physically. The next time you lower your butt, reach your legs up, reach your arms up. Legs up, arms up, lift your head and shoulders up. And just reach as high as you can reach for about 10 seconds. And for the last 5, reach a little higher. 3, 2, can you go higher? 1, and then relax. Nice job. Hug the knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then let's rock and roll back and forth a few times. Forward and back, like a little massage on the spine. And let's come all the way up to the front of the mat. Make sure you're at the front of the mat for a squat, yogi squat, wide-legged malasana. Feet can go as wide as you need them to go. For me, it's about here. Let's place the hands together in front of the heart center.
Always drinking coffee.
Let's breathe in through the nose. And out through the nose. So that feminine inhale goes through the nose, over the back of the throat, makes a sound. Into the chest, the belly expands. And then we tone the belly to press the air out. Try it again. Breathe in. Let's hear it. And exhalation, Ujjayi breath. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. And full sound inhale. Smooth exhale. This is also how we use our voice. Deep diaphragmatic breath in for Om. Om. And release your hands down in forward fold. Turn your feet into parallel. Let's have the feet about hips distance apart and hold the elbows just like we did. Make a little box around your head. Soften the knees, maybe swing a little left and right. Just know that baseline of breathing that we just started with, and that Om and that squat, that's what we want to try to keep as the common denominator throughout the practice today. Poses are just noise. It really doesn't matter if we do 2 down dogs or 25. It's more about how we do this stuff that's going to make the difference. So you're holding the elbows kind of like we did. Put a micro bend in your knees at a minimum. Start to lift your elbows higher and higher, like you're trying to touch them to the front of the room. And then come into, we call it like a flat back, with your elbows leading the way. So maybe your elbows are higher than your head, possibly. And then you could bend the knees more if you feel unsafe. Give yourself a couple of deep breaths, weights in the front of your feet. Beautiful. Let's take one more breath here and then release the hands down and hang. Good. Let's change the cross of the arms. We'll do that one more time. So I bend my knees a little more than most of you just to protect my back, but you don't have to bend them. Do it one more time. Pull your elbows forward and out and up. Pull on your arms. And can you recruit a little more of your core strength, less back strength? That's it. Let's take one more breath here, and then release and fold hands down. Good. Step the left foot to the back of your mat. Lower your left knee down, scoot it back a little bit, raise your arms up and over your head. Good. Now start this by hooking your thumbs over your head, reaching up higher with your arms, and look a little bit down. You can draw your chin down just a little bit. Just go up, 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 up with your arms. That's what you feel is your back ribs lifting, not your front ribs. If you start to look up, you're going to lose it. So look down. Beautiful. And then cactus your arms, bend your elbows, now look up. This is your front ribs lifting. It's like your ribs are opening off your spine. It's healing off your spine. Yeah, some people like to pull the hands a little further back, get into that front upper chest. And we'll take one more inhale with those cactus arms.
Excuse me.
And then release your hands down as you exhale. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee off the ground. Good. Hop your back foot in about a foot, maybe 2 feet closer. Spin it flat on the ground. And you can straighten the right leg towards straight. Doesn't have to be all the way straight to get some benefits. Yeah, use your blocks, use your books, whatever sustains your breath. If you are going to use blocks, I would use 2, one under each hand. And then take an extra inhale, kind of lift your chest a little bit, aim the crown of your head forward, and then aim the crown towards your toes. That's pretty nice, you guys. Now bend your right knee. It's kind of weird, but I want you to cross your ankles. So left foot will step forward behind your right foot, the front of your mat. Just going to hang for a moment so you feel that left foot's on the right side. Good. And then I would bend my knees. You may not need to, but start to stand all the way up and reach your arms up and over your head. And then hold your left wrist with your right hand and start to lean to the side. And then very subtly, but draw your chin down a little bit so you feel a little bit of that rounded spine. You might feel this a little more lower back, lat, or QL area, kidney area. Good, and then reach both arms up, breathe in, and forward fold as you breathe out. Good, and then just step your left foot to the normal stance, to the right, to the left side. Good, step the right foot to the back of your mat. Left foot's at the front of your mat. And lower your right knee down. And reach your arms up and hook your thumbs, opposite thumb in front. And again, mostly for what we're doing today, I know most of the time we want to look up and do that stuff, but look down and just reach up. Feel the ribs close. So it's a core contraction. Yes, looking good. And then bend your elbows, cactus your arms. Maybe look up a little bit and feel the ribs open, like the blossoming flower, of exposing a bit more vulnerable shape. Let's take one more inhale, and then release your hands down to the ground as you exhale. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee up. And again, you're just going to step forward, but cross your ankles, right foot behind, a little to the left as well of your front foot, and fold forward. If you feel like you need to bend the knees, please do. Stand all the way up. Reach your arms up. And then grab a hold of your right wrist. Maybe look down as you start to lean and pull on the wrist.